dressed up, but tell us what you're doing at Cannes Lions.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great time here, to reconnect with fellow CMOs, to learn what's on their minds, and to talk about the future. And that's something that I really value my time here for, is not only to reconnect, but also learn what everybody's focused on. What are the challenges? What are the opportunities? And how can we as CMOs really help chart the course of the future? That's what I think is so awesome about the time here in Cannes.
Technology has been hugely disruptive to the marketers, but this is your bread and butter. Technology is what you do.
Yes.
So how are you bringing that into the conversation? How do you think that is changing advertising and marketing for the next 12 months, the foreseeable future?
I think that we have a new form of data. So data as a marketer has historically been in the form of helping us understand where our buyer is, and then managing the effectiveness or measuring the effectiveness of the content in which we're sharing with them. We now have this new form of data that allows us to get closer to the customer. Each time they experience our product or brand in interaction with one of our employees, being able to understand their feelings with each and every one of those experiences, I think it helps to reposition what marketing can deliver to their companies in terms of what it means to be the voice of the customer. And so that's a tremendous evolution. It's not just about managing the performance of marketing, but how can you really help your company become customer first by getting better in touch with the customer's feelings so that you can shape operationally the products of your businesses.
The data insights can be delivered quickly. Big data can be crunched. AI is going to make that even faster, and 5G, and when that comes into the mix. But how quickly can you make changes to the customer experience?
It's up to the company, really. But if we can get you data to help you anticipate when a challenge may happen, the company has an ability to shape an experience to the consumer's liking each and every time, to be able to prevent customers from moving from one brand to another, or prevent an employee from leaving your company to go to another. So if we can get you the data, a company has an ability to react, and that becomes up to them. We'll get them the data, but they just have to have the willingness to be able to react operationally, to be able to make the change that the consumer is looking to see.
I want to get into what the role of the Chief Marketing Officer is, because last year was about the relevance of ad agencies with more and more weight and responsibility shifting to the CMOs. How do you think your role is evolving now?
I think there's two things. First is we live in a world where purpose and how you give back as a brand matters. So really shaping a brand narrative and architecting a product or a solution strategy that helps to make real impact on changes that people want to see in the world. I think marketers can play a leading role in helping to architect that strategy for their companies. The second is we live in an experience economy. Business today is won or lost based on the quality of the experiences that you create. And if you can get better in touch with your consumer and marry that with the operations of your business, marketers can really be the voice of the customer and help their customer companies win in this experience economy that we live in. So I think between purpose and experiential data to help their customers win, it's a beautiful role for marketers to be able to leverage the role that they play on behalf of their companies.
Purpose seems very obvious to tackle for a consumer-facing brand, but for a company like yours that works for many businesses, how do you have purpose?
So I think SAP's always been in the business of creating technology to help enable change in the world. In fact, when we were founded 47 years ago, our founders came up with a vision to help the world run better and improve people's lives. And so whether that be creating technology to help create transparency in the supply chain so that we can put an end to certain things like forced labor in the supply chain, to how we can create technology to help solve the poaching challenge that we have in South Africa, or the clean water issues that we have in India. Technology is an enabler to help solve all of these things. And the beautiful thing is, with over 450,000 customers around the world, we have many customers that are in the business of creating environmental and societal change. And we work and partner with them to create our technology to help solve their purpose agendas. So doing that in partnership with them, as a B2B company, yes, working in the consumer business may seem that it's only purpose driven, but if we're creating technologies to help businesses who want to change the world support with our technology, then that's an awesome thing for us to be in business for.
Just quickly, how do you think this year's Cannes Lions is different to last year's?
I think there's a greater focus this year on the importance of diversity and inclusion. as it relates to building business strategy. I think there's a tremendous amount of more discussions on gender and race, and why that needs to be a very healthy part of how we stand up companies today, why that matters. I think last year there was a tremendous focus on purpose and how do we collectively as brands come together and do things to help the world run better. And I think we're getting to a deeper level now and getting more prescriptive and focusing on things like gender and diversity and inclusion overall, so that we can build products and services that are really in support of creating purpose-driven agendas. So I really like the depth in which we're getting to this year, which feels like it's getting us to a much deeper level on really now how to solve a lot of the challenges that we began to talk about last year.
Alicia, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm James Wright and thanks for watching Marketing Media Money. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thanks for watching.